What is mutation? Mutation is a change in the nucleotide sequence of DNA. Simply, it is a change or alteration. A mutation can be small, for example, single base pair, or large, for example, segment of chromosome encompassing multiple genes. So generally, we can categorize into two classes: gene mutation and chromosomal mutation. Uh, that is it. Mutations create alleles, which are alternate versions of a gene. We have defined that is allele. It is alternate version of a gene, and so it is made by mutation. Mutation is a permanent inheritable change. It is what? A permanent change. And it is inheritable. It can pass from parents to their offspring, then from generation to generation. A permanent inheritable change in a single gene, that is point mutation, we call point, because it is on only one gene or single gene. That results in the existence of two or more alleles occurring at the same locus. Blood group polymorphism has been caused by mutations occurring over long periods of time. So there are different alleles for blood groups. So it is believed that it comes from this process. Mutation is any alteration of a gene or genetic material from its natural state. Generally, mutations refer to changes that alter the gene in a negative sense, causing the protein product of the gene to have an altered function. It may alter or change the protein, which is a product of the gene, and then the protein may be non-functional, that is abnormal, or the defect kind of protein when we look it as a negative uh, consequence. But mutation is not all bad. It creates variation, and it is very important in evolutionary process. For example, original sequence of DNA or the nucleotide is here T, A, A, C, T, and etc. Then when there will be point mutation or the gene mutation, let's say T not changed, A not changed, A not change here, C no change. Here is T, but here is C. Okay, this one is mutating. T, the nitrogenous base thiamine is replaced by cytosine. So this is what the change. So it is mutation. A mutation is a change in the DNA sequence of an organism. Mutations can result from errors in DNA replication during cell division, exposure to mutagens, or a viral infection. So there is genetic material duplication in every cell division. Therefore, as that process, there may be error of this kind. So it may take place at that time. The other is exposure to mutagens. There are different agents which can cause mutations. For example, UV lights and viruses can cause mutation. So you can take care for yourself when the sunlight is very hard. Uh, so you have to keep yourself from that to be kept from gene mutation. What is wild type? Not wildlife, not wild animal. This is what wild type. Okay? The wild type version of a gene, it is 4G. The wild type allele we can call is the allele that existed before a mutation occurred in the population. The original allele or the original gene we call wild type. Wild type is, in another word, the genotype or phenotype that is found most commonly in nature. It exists in nature before it, if there will be change, before it changes to other form, or in the standard laboratory store for a given organism. Here is, for example, wild type allele in the DNA. Here, wild type from DNA, it is unchanged. Then messenger RNA will be formed, and then it will be converted into protein. So this is what normal protein. If there will be mutation, okay, mutant allele, uh, then here, let's say here around here is the mutation or change in DNA sequence, then this change will be transformed to the protein making process, and then finally there will no protein product. The bad sense of the mutation is this. So wild type is opposite of mutation. Mutagen, any agent. Mutagen, when we say mutagen, it is agent. So any agent that is capable of increasing the mutation rate. That as we have seen, it could be sunlight or UV rays or uh, viruses or during the DNA replication of the error during the DNA replication. Mutant allele, an allele differing from the allele found in the standard or wild type. When you say mutant, just the change. So it differs from the original or the standard or the wild type allele. We call that mutant allele. Nil allele, an allele that makes no gene product or whose product has no activity of any kind because of mutation. Okay, it will not make. It says an allele that makes no gene product. No gene products are what? Proteins. So there is no gene product. Or if there is a product, that product or that protein will not be functional. For example, a deletion of a gene is necessarily a nil allele. If there will be deleting a portion of a gene, so it will not code for a protein. That is a very important example of nil allele. What is pleiotropy? This occurs when a single gene affects multiple phenotypic characteristics. Pleiotropy means that it refers to the phenomenon in which a single locus affects two or more apparently or clearly unrelated phenotypic traits is often identified as a single mutation that affects two or more wild-type traits. For example, the mutation responsible for leopard complex spotting in horses affects coat pigmentation as well as vision in low light conditions. This is a pleiotropy, very important example. Here is a single gene. This red part is a gene. If there will be pleiotropy, then it will make multiple traits. Trait A, trait B, trait C. What is trait? You can see my another video. For example, this is a gene on the chromosome. Then beta globin, this is uh, a protein. If there will be gene mutation, then it will cause sickle cell anemia. So pleiotropy here, then it will make you cause blindness in eye, liver failure in liver, and heart attack in heart. So multiple traits, that is pleiotropy. What is polymorphism? Poly means many and morphism means or morph means form or shape. So many shape or many forms. The occurrence of two or more different sequence variants at a particular locus we call polymorphism. Then finally, there will be polymorphic phenotype. The existence of two or more different phenotypes resulting from two or more alleles. Most blade group systems are polymorphic. Blade type A, blade type B, AB, or O, these are polymorphic, many forms. These are the proteins resulted from the many kind of genes. This is a polymorphism. Here is very attractive picture of different birds. So this color, poly means many. So how many colors we can observe here? Different, a lot of colors. That is polymorphism, different forms. So different forms of the beak, different forms of the wing color and the like. So polymorphism is a discontinuous genetic variation resulting in the occurrence of several different forms or types of individuals among the members of a single species. So this is a bird species, so they have different forms. A discontinuous genetic variation divides the individuals of a population into two or more sharply distinct forms. So we can easily identify by their phenotypes.